What's up guys, Bluddshed here. Today I want to talk about some Diablo 3 Necromancer news for patch 2.6 in season 11. Now, this is kind of indirect news. Travis Day popped into the stream yesterday for a little bit, a lot of it. He spent about 30 minutes in the stream and hung out and answered some questions. So we did find out some things that we wouldn't have found out otherwise. You know, we heard it directly from him. If you want to watch the full Twitch highlight, I'll put it down below in the description, but I'll just kind of cover the TLDR version right here in the video. So to start things off, Crispin's ring is a bug. So some of you may know, some of you may not know, you can actually use the ring on your followers, you can use the ring on your neighbors, and you can use the ring on other classes. So like wizards, for instance, you know, when they stun, they're also proccing Mantled Heal, and they're proccing a 300 multiplicative crispy ring. So it's definitely a bug. He confirmed it. He said it's going to get changed. We kind of did a run through, actually, now that we're on the topic of bugs, we kind of did a run through of all the bugs in general, like the Fueled by Death passive, for instance. He also confirmed that the Fueled by Death passive is not stacking the way it should, so it's not working properly. So the Fueled by Death passive that increases your movement speed is another reason why Necros are probably moving slow, because they don't really have the passive working properly. So it's another thing that's pretty much guaranteed, he said, it's going to get fixed. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Okay, so if you guys have heard of the skeleton, the 24-hit skeleton bug that's been going around, I first heard it from Zanji's channel, and basically what happens is pets aren't as tanky as they should be. They're dying way too easily. There's the golems that are dying, the skeletons that are dying. If you've pushed with you know, a Necromancer pet build, you probably realize these pets aren't as tanky as they probably should be. Not really benefiting from Enforcer, it looks like, again, like they should be. Right now, as of right now, he said it's actually intended to be that way. So as of right now, this is intended, like it's not like a bug or anything like that. But they're always evaluating changes, and this is one thing that's been on their table, so to speak. They're constantly going back and forth. They don't want things to be overpowered. And ever since the beta, it kind of reigns true to what he's saying. They've only done like minor buffs throughout the course. I mean, they've doubled some things, but Necromancer is not ridiculously overpowered right now. This video is turning into like a bug report, the bug report with Bloodshed. Okay, so the Inarius set. This is one of the first questions I asked, I believe. I was like, is the Inarius 6-piece set bonus meant to proc things like Pain Enhancer, Stricken, Gogok, right? Myrne, right? Teardrop, right? Are these gems, is this intended? Like, is this your design? And he said yes, which is refreshing because I like the fact that it procs all these gems. I mean, we'd never even used Myrne up until Inarius came back, other than maybe at a low level like a fresh 70 or whatever. So that was pretty cool. He did say that there's another bug with the scaling, like the proc scaling, something like that. So like maybe it's procking a little too much. So you might see Inarius get bumped down a little bit. But it'll still be the same type of build going forward. I could tell that it's not going to get nerfed too bad, because it's just like it's over procking, but the concept will be there where, you know, it's procking random gems, which I really like. I really like using Pain Enhancer in, you know, GRs or speeds, or, you know, Teardrop or things like that. We were like, can we get a better speed build or something? You know, we need to move faster. So we talked to him about increasing speed builds. I mean, I later sent him an email with a bunch of suggestions compiled by me and the bros in chat. But we talked about speeds and, you know, fixing the passive for the speeds, increasing Stuart's Greaves boots to maybe 100% for 3 seconds, so you can keep up with like a Witch Doctor. It would also, you wouldn't need a perma uptime on Blood Rush if you had more movement speed. Then you can just kind of teleport or Blood Rush every 2 seconds with 50% cooldown. That way it's not so ridiculously overpowered or something like that. We talked about Dainty's Blessing, you know, the belt that gives you 50% damage reduction. If you could just change it to a flat DR belt, and it works with any enemy being cursed. So like it gives you more flexibility on what curse to bring, because I feel like all my Necro builds have Decrepify. You know what I mean? So we just talked about more flexibility and things like that. He said his original intention was to have the Pestilence set be the main speed farming build. Like, you guys remember early in beta when Pestilence was like the dream at farming? It had Corpse Lances flying everywhere, killing everything, full AoE clears and Bone Spears. So that dream is in progress. So I know Pestilence is a little bit of a joke right now. If Pestilence was the best T13 speedrunner, I wouldn't be mad at it. I love Inarius. I love my Lost Time Inarius build, but I think having 2 speed builds, and maybe if it ends up being faster even, would be amazing. You know, we just need speed, okay? Land speed, a lot of land speed, and we need AoE clear to be able to compete with all the other classes, you know. And of course, you know, we talked about buffing Corpse Explosion, my #1 favorite skill of all time. Also, if you guys want to see all the builds we've been working on, I put them on my Patreon page. I use it like a website. So you just go to there and then you can click on any build you want and then it sends you to the Diablo fan link. I don't know how to do like a playlist in Diablo fans, but yeah, if you go to the website, it shows you on the very top of the page. You know, anybody can use it. So yeah, that's gonna be all for me today. Big shout out to Travis Day, man, coming up in chat and dealing with all the questions we're throwing at him and even caring enough to, you know what I mean, asking about our opinions and things like that. Yo, much love, man. Speaking of patrons, let's do a patron shout out for Kwarz. Yo, Kwarz, thank you so much for being a patron. I appreciate you supporting the stream and everything that you do. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, man. Follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed. I stream there 5 or 6 days a week, depending on if I'm making a lot of videos or not. Try to balance everything out, you know, life, man, only so much time in the day. This is the Bloodshed. I'm out of here. Peace.